So we're in beautiful Capri today, and I couldn't pass this lovely little avenue without sharing it with you. Isn't that beautiful? Wonderful flora and fauna, right by a number of upscale stores, and this is what Capri looks like, everybody. Hey cruise fans, and welcome back to Ray and Sue's travel channel. We're on the beautiful Celebrity Ascent on our 10-day cruise around the Mediterranean. In today's video, here's part 2 of our tour of beautiful Capri and Anacapri. Enjoy. And looking down from the top of the mountain now, we can see a wonderful little bay down below. Lots of boats frequenting the little bay. And then as we look around from the lookout point, you can see again another wonderful slope of the mountain itself. How lovely is that? And now that the sun has come through and the cloud has cleared a little bit here at the top, we can see the top of the chairlift and the wonderful view down from the mountain down to the coastline. How lovely is that? Okay, so here we are now on the way down the nice chairlift down to Anacapri, which is just ahead of us in the distance. And again, wonderful views on the way down as well as the way up. And of course, it's not every day you get views like this, and it's our pleasure to be able to share with you these sorts of experiences and explorations here at Ray and Sue's travel channel. And if this is the sort of content that you like, then consider liking and subscribing to our channel. We post every week on Thursdays at 5 PM UK time, so about midday US Eastern time, and we like to bring you wonderful footage like this. So if I could ask you please just to consider subscribing to the channel, that would be wonderful and very much appreciated. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you get notified every time we post a video, which is, as I mentioned, on a weekly basis. So that is the chairlift from the top of the mountain here on Capri, and what a lovely, pleasant environment it is, and a stunning view over Capri itself here from the chairlift. Isn't that lovely? Okay, so as we get closer now down to the lower station here on the chairlift, I just thought I would share with you one last glimpse across Anacapri, and some of the residences now coming into view lower down on the mountainside, and lovely views across the bay. So when we get off the little chairway, and a lovely little square serving lovely little drinks, frozen Amalfi lemon ice drinks. You can pick one up here for €5, and then you can also get yourself a taxi here, and a taxi back down to Capri is about €25, we believe. But we're going to hop on the old bus and we're going to go down and then have a walk around Capri itself. And here in Anacapri there is a map giving an indication of all of those areas of archaeological interest. So if that's something you're interested in, pause the video and take a read. And then nice information points, lovely little cafes and bars, and somewhere to sit and socialise and eat and people watch. Okay, so we're down in the middle section now of Capri, and very, very busy here. Lots of people sitting out, having a look around, maybe having a coffee in the cafe, something to eat, and all around lovely. Isn't that lovely? And that's the initial square in the middle section in Capri, above the funicular, and some lovely little alleyways and covered areas to go through. Nice and cool in here. Okay, so we're in beautiful Capri today, and I couldn't pass this lovely little avenue without sharing it with you. Isn't that beautiful? Wonderful flora and fauna, right by a number of upscale stores, and this is what Capri looks like, everybody, and you'll love it here. It's busy, lots of people around, but nevertheless a sight to behold, a beautiful island. We're really pleased with it. We'll be back soon. And this is Hotel La Palma, with a beautiful frontage and somewhere to sit and relax, and a lovely set of upscale, upmarket stores down the little walkway. How lovely is that? And as we continue down this lovely little avenue, Dolce & Gabbana and Gutteridge and Tag Heuer, and wonderful hotels and restaurants all around. Isn't that lovely? And as we proceed still further, a number of upscale stores and boutiques. And as we proceed down that wonderful avenue, you can see beautifully arranged and decorated hotels and a super square, and it's just wonderful to see. How lovely is Capri? Stay tuned. And beautiful hotels along the strip here in Capri, and wonderful brands that you may well recognise, and perhaps some that you don't, but a lovely sight and well worth a trip to. And again, as we walk still further down these little small avenues, more and more wonderful looking restaurants and bars and cafes, and a wonderful built environment, but also lots of greenery and flora and fauna, and somewhere lovely to come and see and walk around and socialise. And as we make our way down towards the port area on the lower part of Capri, more beautiful examples of wonderful preserved gardens and lovely plants and flora and fauna, and beautiful fruit trees, and a wonderful view across the bay. And this is one of the little alleyways that you can walk down if you choose not to do the funicular. A little bit busy at the moment, but wonderful view. And just a lovely built environment. And just a wonderful panoramic view of the coastline of Capri. And also wonderful flowers on the side of one of these stores, which continues all the way down towards the far side of Capri. And as we look back up, we can see again just a sensational outlook in terms of the built environment and the flora and fauna. Okay, so when you come out of the funicular station, this is where you end up, and this is a beautiful looking square. It's the initial square, and then of course to the left and to the right are some of the wonderful streets that you can walk and relax and socialise and people watch. And of course the funicular back down is the same way, so you can only come up to this point by the funicular or by car. You cannot, I understand, walk down. So this is where you end up, and here's the wonderful view over the port and the area where you can pick up your hydrofoil back to Naples or Sorrento, of course. Okay, so here we are down near the hydrofoil port here in Capri, and there is a beautiful little beach. It is a stone beach, sadly, it's not sand, and the girls are just having a little look to see if they want to paddle a bit. But there you go. It's very similar to Sorrento in a way, in that beach space is limited. However, if you're down here in Capri and you want to cool down or you want to swim, here is the beach. Looks like a public beach. It's not a private beach, but you can get. Okay, so we've just got back from Capri now. We've just been on Vesuvio jets, part of the NLG group. It was very comfortable, a little bit hot, but it was full up. And the cruise terminal is just adjacent to this terminal here now. So it's just a case of 200 yards and you're in the cruise terminal itself. So there's a lovely Celebrity Ascent on the right hand side, and it looks like a MSC ship on the left. And we're going to go off now, and we're going to get back on board the beautiful Celebrity Ascent. So we hope that's been useful for you. We'll take you back to the terminal and the route that we take back to the terminal, and hopefully that will provide more tips and advice in order to navigate your way around the hydrofoil system and the cruise terminal itself. So just after getting out of the terminal now, it's just 20 past 4. All aboard is 5:30, so we're in good time. And just for your information, the short walk around to the cruise terminal is 5 minutes, about 200 or 300 yards. So very, very simple, very easy, and we'll get back on board. We'll go through the terminal building, we'll show you what's going on in there, and then we'll get back on board. Okay, so when you're back in Naples then, just after the hydrofoil station, of course you can see all of these people going back to the cruise terminal itself, there is another rather large ship in port with us. It's the MSC World Utopia, and it is quite large, to say the least. Not the biggest though, of course. That's held by Icon of the Seas. But I would just point out to you that once you come out of the terminal itself, there's a main road just up in front of you now, and if you want to use the metro system or the train system, perhaps to take a more cost-effective route round to Sorrento, you can do so, and we've covered that trip in a previous video that we have on our channel, and we'll drop a link down in the description for that, and that is our DIY Naples to Sorrento, and we managed to do that for less than 20 euros. But the way to do it is to go to the main road, turn right, and go up that little avenue you can see in front of you, where the green shaded building is, and then you need to go to Municipio metro station. Once you're at Municipio train station, metro station, sorry, get the Circumvesuviana train to Sorrento via Garibaldi. So get a metro to Garibaldi, and then Garibaldi to Sorrento, and halfway on that trip is Pompeii, so you can get off and you can go and see the ruins at Pompeii, and then your onwards journey off to Sorrento, and then in Sorrento you can look around what is a beautiful town and a magnificent port and port area, and then you can go down into the port and get the hydrofoil back to Naples. Here we managed to do that for less than 20 euros, and then when of course you come back, so whether you've been to Capri or whether you've been to Sorrento, of course you can come back on the train if you'd like to, and it's even cheaper. But here we are now back in the cruise port terminal. Be careful of some of the traffic. Obviously some of the roads are not as clearly marked as you would expect, but when you come back to this part of the terminal, we go through the little access bridge that you can see in front of you over the zebra crossing there, and you can get into the beige building, which is the cruise terminal itself. So we hope that's been useful for you. And so today we've been on the hydrofoil, which is just outside the cruise terminal. We got the hydrofoil to Capri. We had a look around Capri, met our neighbours, our friends, Mike and Becky. We went up to Little Capri, and then we went up on the cable car chair lift to the top of the mountain on Capri, which was lovely, and it's a fantastic island and we highly recommend it. And we're now back in the port, and we're about to get back on the beautiful Celebrity Ascent. So we hope that tips for travellers video has been useful for you. We'll take you through the terminal now, and then we'll get back on board. Stay tuned. So we go through the little security area, and they're going to check for our C-Pass cards, and simple as that. And we'll go to the right hand side here now of the cruise terminal, and we'll go onto our ship. And the cruise terminal itself is very, very well maintained. It's very organised, and of course there is the maritime police here looking after our safety. And we can just go into the terminal now and take a look on the terminal floor and see what we can share with you. Okay, so here's the terminal, very convenient escalator up to the mezzanine floor, and when we get there we'll share more with you. Okay, and we're up the top of the escalator now, and there'll be a few shops, duty-free shops no doubt, here in the terminal itself. And so, public conveniences available, and some nice stores selling little knickknacks, a few goods, some apparel, some of those last minute things you're thinking about getting for loved ones after your cruise. And on the other side there is a chemist, a pharmacy, and as we move through this very air-conditioned terminal building, very cool in here, which is lovely. There are more shops with apparel and leather goods and belts and various items that you can purchase. And the two terminals are joined in the middle, a few little cafes and a few more shops around. And so that's the arrivals terminal here in Naples. We hope that's been useful for you, so let's get back on board. And if you like this video, why not check out our channel, Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, where you'll find a raft of other cruise videos covering the Far East, the Middle East, the Mediterranean and the Caribbean and Mexico. So we hope you've enjoyed that two-part excursion to Capri and Anacapri. In the next video, we're going to be sharing with you our ship tour series of the beautiful Celebrity Ascent, and share with you the open decks, pools, solariums and any areas we haven't already covered on the previous videos. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.